Hi out there, great day to you and good to see you one more time. I hope so far so good you've learned a lot from the course on perception. Perception is real, perception is critical, perception is great, especially at this time. You need to work with perception for production. We studied 5 courses on perception, including this one, which happens to be the last one. And today, I want to show you 15 ways to profit from your perception. My name is James Komolafe from the School of Articulation and Behavioural Alignment Resources, aka SABA Resources. And in SABA Resources, it's all about the virile lifestyle, full expression for optimal productivity. Welcome to the show. In case you've not submitted your assignments, please try and submit them. Very, very important, so that you will be able to assess yourself so well, and then we can interact with you to see where you will need to cross your T and dot your I. So perception is for profit. Under this study today, we're going to discuss basically on 3 issues. 1, the profiting language of perception. 2, the hallmarks of profiting through perception, which are 15 of them. And then the quiz that follows today's training, and the follow-up, of course, to this course on perception. So let's go to number 1. The profiting language of perception. Perception has a language if you must profit from it. And you don't talk about profiting if there's no investment in the first instance. So see yourself going the way of perception as a way of investment, where you need some certain resources to achieve some certain ends through productive activities. So perception in reality is investing your internal resources first and foremost before your external resources through responsibilities. So when you are responsible, you adequately use what you have to get what you want, using your ability, what you have, activity, what you do under certain realities in your environment. So at such a time like this, perception profit begins from your inside. You need to be able to decode what is happening now. Where do I fit in? And in answering those questions, you need to consult with what you have inside in order to construct what the outside requires. So according to perception, getting it right from the inside is getting it right on the outside if you must profit. So your beginning point is very fundamental. A Chinese proverb says the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step in the right direction. And Perception 101 says, don't put your energy in the wrong direction. Check it out first. Know for sure that this is what is woven and wired within you, for which you will have to act upon. Don't just struggle to start up something. Insight matters. It is only when you have insight you can be delivered from bad sight. This is the language of making profit through perception. So what are the 15 hallmarks of perception. Every perception, like I said, is for profiting. And there cannot be profiting until you go into production through perception. Perception is the means, production is the end. So have you sensed it? Are you convinced about it? Have you been able to internalize what you want to produce? It could be goods, it could be services, it could be meeting certain demands. Don't just feel, oh, I should go into it. You must learn to gather the energies of perception, which most of the time appear in soft components from your inside. When you are able to link and connect to your within, you will be able to connect to the outside properly. Your perspective, the way you see it, will also be affected positively. So hear this. The current you connect within will help you connect to the currencies without. And that is the small story about perception and making profit through it. The way you see it, of course, affects the way you do it. So you need to activate your dimension now. One of the ways to help you to doing this is to take the perception management assessment test, which was sent to you in the last class. If you have not done yours, please do it so that we'll know where to help you scale up in your knowledge and application of perception to your daily existence. You'll be able to find out your trend analysis, your root cause analysis, your structural deviation, and other analysis there. It is then you'll be able to fit in to your own world from the within to the outside. So it's very important. So what are the 15 hallmarks? If your perception must give you money, what are the 15 things you need to know and do? Number 1, you need to understand your motivation. What are the things moving you on the inside? What are the critical demands of your life from the inside? Where you're passionate, we want to know it. Then number 2, you need to understand your manipulation. How well are you able to manage things, informations, resources within you? Then number 3, perception shows you a critical connection to your past, present, and future. So how well are you able to process an issue, a point, maybe you took from the outside? How well are you able to process it through your past dealings, your current dealings, and even your future observation? It's very vital. Number 4, what is your service marshal looking like? Your capacity to plot your own graph yourself. To say, okay, I'll do this within this timeline and this other time. I want to achieve this, and you can do it yourself. Where you cannot do it yourself, then you can call for help. Otherwise, you can get it right from the inside, but on the outside, you'll be having some problems there. Number 5, you need to activate your power of meditation. A moment of silence where you think through all that you have gotten. You think random so that it can overwhelm you on the inside in order to conquer on your outside. What has not overwhelmed you will never be attractive to people on the outside. And what you do in this is to be able to understand and utilize your new light through intimacy on the outside. Point number 6, you need to learn to document each time you flow in perception, because most of the time perception appears in soft energy, thin line of thought in your mind, in your heart, tiny films of ideas running through your mind. So what you do quickly is to document them. So do you have a jotter? Do you have a diary? Do you have a notepad where you put all of this information? They're very important. It will help you to transfer from soft energy to the physical so that you can have an articulate picture of the whole concept. Number 7, find out other requirements, because perception will never work alone. You need other complements in physical, in emotional, and even social. People will have to come into it alongside with you to make it thick and comprehensive. Then number 8, do the needful as required. Perception on its own has no leg. It has no eyes. So do the needful. Whatever you need to do, the step you need to take them. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step in the right direction. So take the steps, a little here, a little there. Don't wait until you have every information that you need. You may never get that at once. Number 9, consult, confirm, and consolidate. Don't run alone. A man who runs alone makes a small package and is wrapped up within himself. So consult, share, confirm your assertion, and consolidate your claims over time so that it can become so concrete with you for construction on the outside. It cannot be constructed when it is not concretized in your inside first. Then number 10 point, make a prototype. Now, what is a prototype? It is a document, an action, a deal from around you alone, proving that your idea will work in real life as you hit the ground running. So through your prototype, you are able to run what we call a pilot scheme, a pilot project, a test run to see how effective and efficient what you are going to do is going to work out. Very vital. So run a prototype. Never be far away from a mentor when you are doing all of this. Point number 11, link up with the right people, vertically and horizontally. You have people around you, mentors that you look up to, models around your life. You have colleagues around you, and you have subordinates. Hear people's opinion, who you know like your idea. Very vital. On a vertical note and on a horizontal note, you need to confer. Then the next point, you need to apply, execute all of those ideas with counsel where necessary, and as you execute, monitor the outcomes, evaluate and appreciate your eventual result. In doing this, very critical and most fundamental is number 13. Find out where your service or initiative is valuable, because the essence of creating value is to meet needs, is to service some certain platforms, and to occupy through profitable engagement. And it is value that people will pay for. And it is the payment that will generate you the profit we are talking about. So find out where your service or initiative or the goods you are creating will be most valuable. And in fact, you can also do it the other way around, to look at where there are needs and issues, and then go through the process of perception to finding out what solutions wired and woven within you for which you want to supply. So it can be either way. Then point number 14, find a need and fill it. In SABA resources, we call that the FANAFI principle. Find a need and fill it. What I have within me for solutions, either in words or deeds, where is it needed? Go there and serve people. When you serve people and you create value and you create interventions and solutions, they will reward you. And it is the reward that becomes your own profit. Last but not the least, point number 15. Determine your price and make money based on efficient and effective packaging through service delivery. Don't just serve anyhow. Package yourself to manage well with little or no damage. Very vital. When you know these 15 things and you apply them, then you are making profit through perception. Life does not adduce to just struggling, to say one day I will hit it. No, you can hit it from the beginning if you learn to master and marshal out the energies of your perception. And that is why this training becomes fundamental for you. So what's my candid advice for you? Please go over all the 5 tips and pull out some certain basic lessons you have learned and begin to run with them as a baton in your hand. Very vital. So on the final note, let's take the quiz of the day. Question number 1. What is the language of perception to you? Question number 2. What is perception 101? And how do you intend to start applying these? If you have been applying it, how have you been applying it? Perception 101. Question 3. Where do you have issues converting your perception to profit or to profitable usage? We need to know so that we can support your effort in mastering and marshalling out the energies and the solutions woven in your perception. And then question number 4. Do you desire now to engage your perception to become phenomenal in all that you do? It is just a stone throw and a walk away and a telephone call. So what you have done so far in this 5 video series is the theory of perception. The next one we're hosting very shortly by July 5th is the practical side of it. And that will take you on a journey to personal phenomenon. We want to bring out all of those critical components in your inside, your personal resources that are inherent in your personality, so that you can see them, articulate them in proper perspective, and overhaul your current level of innovation. And in doing that, we're going to send you 5 videos just like this one on the phenomena man or the phenomena woman, so that issues attached to you for which you don't even realize, you begin to know them, grow them, and use them for profitable lifestyle and productivity in every area of your life. This is what we want to accomplish for you and with you through the School of Articulation and Behavioral Alignment Resources. we do well to broadcast this. So should you be interested, please indicate as soon as possible. Thank you so very much and cheers. Bye-bye.